So this year I would definitely say that our use of media technologies has improved, and we've branched out. We use online materials a lot more to help us with our coursework this year, particularly Facebook, Google Drive, YouTube, even Gmail. We'll start off with Facebook. We have a group on there that we can use to upload things onto. It's been very useful because we could arrange timings on there. We could post on there, okay, filming dates, these dates, these dates were good for those, not good for me. Okay, so we would work our way around that. So this is an example. It's like this. We also have a joint Google Drive which we use to share our work on. It's very useful this year, especially for the title sequence, because we did a kind of photo shoot with Gav. Well, we just took photos of him against a green wall, and we were going to cut those out and put them on, and then cut them into our title sequence. We were going to have different things like a surfboard, a camel, an onion to represent kind of different things he did and represent stereotypes, English weather, France, the onion, etc, etc. The Google Drive was really useful because we could upload them straight onto there, and we decided we're going to have, so you'll do 15, you'll do 15, you'll do 15, you'll do 15. There's like 60 photos or something like that. There's quite a few, and we knew that if one person's tasked with doing all those, it would take ages, so we split them up evenly. We all cut them out, and it was very useful because we all knew which ones were our own. We could go on there, we could label them, put them into a different document, and we could just keep going back and keep editing those at home and school. So it made life much easier for us having that. We also have a YouTube account where we can upload our videos onto. We've used it this year for both feedback and for blog work, but it's been very useful for improving your own work, because you could look on there and see people including, think, oh yes, I haven't thought of that, put that in, or need to improve that with my work, put that in. Or maybe you could say to someone, you haven't put that in, that's quite an important thing, I think maybe you should include it. It allows us to support each other quite a bit. This is our YouTube. As you can see, it's quite full, a lot of videos on there. We've been working on that for a lot of the year. It's very useful. I think that it has helped us a lot. Other things we've used such as SurveyMonkey to get our audience feedback. Now we finished our documentary. That's useful. We can just put it onto Facebook, ask people to fill it in, and it doesn't take long. It takes about 10 minutes maximum, and as soon as that's done, you can just get constant feedback. It's really useful. So I think that SurveyMonkey has really helped us with our audience feedback, because we could get so much, and it's not restricted to people who we've given it to, so we could actually just put it out, and as many people as have the time to do it could fill out our survey, so that would help us a lot. We've also used Incompetech this year for our music, so online music channel where you can download music, and we've used that for our title sequence. It's very useful because you could type in what you wanted. If you wanted it upbeat, you wanted it quite light-hearted, quite fun, you could type that in and come out with what they thought fitted that description, which is what we did, and it worked perfectly. We've got some really good music from that. Works really well with both the title sequence and the documentary as a whole. It's quite funny, it's quite light-hearted, which, as I said, is what we wanted. We also used Dafont this year for both our ancillary tasks and online. It's a website which allows you to download different styles of font. We wanted quite a modern font, which we couldn't find on any of the laptops, because we were looking through it and we were mixing and matching. We just couldn't find one that we thought really worked, because we wanted quite a modern one. But using Dafont, we did find one quite quickly. It works really well, looks really good now. We're all very happy with that. I also use Motion, although we did predominantly use it in year 12 with our title sequence last year. We could wipe stuff on, wipe stuff off, like actor names and directors and producers, etc, etc, though we did use it a little bit this year. Just used, so we've also used Photoshop this year for our title sequence and for our ancillary tasks. For example, in our Radio Times double page spread article, we wanted kind of like a cutout of Gab, as we've seen one of Doctor Who in a previous Radio Times edition, and me and Jess thought, oh, that looks really good, so that's what we want. In ours, it looks very professional. It also allowed us to get the style of the photos just right, the lighting of the photos just right, so that looks really good and really professional on our ancillary task. We use Publisher for our main ancillary task as well, for the double page spread, using a mixture of both text and pictures, but we wanted it to be even, we wanted it to look really professional, and through the use of Publisher, personally I think it does look professional, it looks really good, it looks like something you could find in the Radio Times. So yeah, so this year I think our work has definitely been aided much more through the use of media technologies. We've all used it a hell of a lot more than we did last year, and it has really helped us, because this year we did pick quite a challenging task, creating a documentary. Although we did come up with our idea earlier, it has been really aided with the use of media technologies.